Good afternoon, friends. Welcome over a weekend for a chit chat over the happiness paradox at the Catalyst. This is Simi saying hello to you. I'm hopeful that as you relate to the kind of topics I'm trying to cover to make this interactive, more people will join in and come forward and at least have a chat with us. And, as we grow, you will tell me what you would like to talk about, and you could be sitting here and we could be talking to each other instead of me talking to a screen. Today, being a weekend afternoon, I thought that let me talk about something which is a big paradox, the happiness paradox. It is something which is most sought after. In our heads, we defined, and the definition varies from person to person as to what happiness is all about. But it is something we're chasing all the time, at least most of the time, and it exhausts extremely quickly. And yes, it cannot be purchased, contrary to most people saying that I can buy what makes me happy. But if you realize that that feeling also exhausts very quickly. So, yes, it cannot be purchased, and yes, it cannot be faked. So, why something as simple as being happy so complicated these days? I don't know if these kind of questions ring a bell in your head, and do you spend a moment of your day thinking and analyzing these things? Because at the end of the day, everything that we do, achieve, or we want to pursue is worthwhile if we're happy inside. So, my small inference is that comparison is a very big trap. Don't fall for it. What's good for the goose may not be good for the gander. Another very important point, which is practiced quite widely these days, and I find the younger generation, they are very, very understanding of something called gratitude, which we as kids never were explained or didn't really understand. So, gratitude makes us appreciate everything around us. So, we should probably practice and reinforce that in our children. Chuck the entitlement and do not feed the fragile ego. Why is being without an ego considered boring? It's a very important question. If you do realize, ego is extremely loyal, it doesn't leave us. It's a rare trait these days. But ego is loyal only to itself. On a very serious note, is happiness a derivative of relationships? Is it a derivative of money, luxury, success, status? The list is endless. So, relative status matters more than absolute wealth. I'll highlight a little bit on this. What I'm trying to say here is it is not about how much you have that'll make you happy. It is a comparison between our friends, our relatives, which keeps us going that, okay, I have to have more than you, and only then I'm considered successful. So, this theory of relativity is actually driving us to do things to make sure that we outnumber others, and only then we consider ourselves as happy. The desire for more is a chronic, uncontrollable disease. Always hoping that the next milestone is going to be one big fulfillment. And that's a big one, to keep yourself on your toes, to be there at all times. It can be extremely tiring. The World Happiness Report confirms that Finland as a country has retained its number one spot as the happiest country in the world. Just statistically again, their satisfaction rate is 7.7 on 10. And there are many reasons that can be listed for the same. They have less social friction, they have free education, they have universal health care that puts less pressure on them. Therefore, all these very critical, important things add up and give less anxiety to the people working there, living there, and they enjoy a very, very high quality of life. They encourage vacations, they encourage rest, they encourage family time because these things are not underrated there. So people pretty much work to live, it's not the other way around. There is low income inequality, and I think some major screw ups happen when people are not happy, which need to be highlighted is that attachment to toxic friends and family and normalizing emotional exhaustion should be completely ruled out. Firstly, identification as to who are the toxic people in and around us. And if we are feeling exhausted emotionally time and again, not hesitating, pressing the button, raising the alarm, reaching out is going to help no one but us. And choosing careers due to family pressure or status should be a strict no-no. So again, I think a very hard-hitting question, and this was asked to me by a young lady at work, and I really appreciated her, and I would like to ask the same question to you guys, that how does it feel to be successful in your own way but internally vacuumed? I think a lot of us are going through this, and let me tell you, women particularly, there is no badge of honor for burnout. No one ain't coming and putting a badge on your shirt, on your shoulder. Nobody's tapping. There isn't any. So a question we should ask ourselves regularly: am I happy yet? If your response is no, most of the times, then let me assure you, for you, happiness is a destination, and the journey, in your case, will become worthless. Do mull over it and come back with your comments. See you soon.